me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Roll it from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for a playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the Lions going up against the Buccaneers.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. The shotgun snap for Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there's Golden Tate doing exactly what he does well. Extra yards after the catch.
Exactly. To your point, among wide receivers, no one had more yards after the catch than Tate last year, 635. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is screen to Abdullah. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about it.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Carry here for Charles Sims. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Jameis to throw it. He gives it to Humphreys. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit.
Amir Abdullah. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get...
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And Abdullah lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Tate to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This one fielded at the 5. Spins past him. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10, Stafford again. The left side completion to Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Akeem Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Sims. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now it's Martin. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets it down to the 32. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they run with Sims. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the red zone now, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Toss play to Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Stafford on 3rd down. Ebron's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. In his 5th year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Winston. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Winston again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. He completes it to Evans. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now a second down throw for Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Winston, a dump off to Sims. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Stafford now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Fresh set of downs here. The penalty. Abdullah. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there, and the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on second down. Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. A toss to Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Winston. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Winston. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Play clock winding down. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 2nd down following the incompletion. Jameis to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, Hard to get him started again occasionally.
To throw is Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie from Florida, Tease Tabor, and he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Stafford. A left side completion to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Second down, here's an option right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Yeah, they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They run. Abdullah. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And an alley to run. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Winston on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run it on the end around with Tate. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, hoping a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.